hunting shadows out of sight. Boots on the ground, we're hunting ghosts. Boots on the ground, we'll do the most. Oh yeah, Paranormal team coast to coast. Boots on the ground, raise a toast.
Hello and welcome back to Paranormal NL Podcast. That's PNL Podcast for short, located in Newfoundland and Labrador, Canada. I'm your host and founder, Jen Noseworthy. Thank you for tuning in to UPRN, United Public Radio Network, 107.7 FM in New Orleans and 105.3 FM on that Gulf. Watch and listen to PNL Podcast every Tuesday at 5 p.m. EST on uprntalkradio.com for tonight's May 24th long weekend camping special with Sacred Serenity episode. On UPRN segment number 81, I've got a special guest waiting backstage from St. John's, Newfoundland, Canada, who I'll bring on shortly. Now it's time to grab your favorite May 24 long weekend beverage, a few campfire s'mores, or maybe some metaphysical munchies, and get ready for the show tonight. Paranormal NL Podcast is sponsored by the BOG Team. It's a boots-on-the-ground BOG team doing historical paranormal investigations in Newfoundland, Canada. Now, if you find yourself coming back to the show and you like the content, smash that subscribe button. Gratitude, folks. It all helps. Grab your PNL Podcast and BOG Team merch at TeePublic on our link tree, Paranormal NL Podcast. All BOG Team music heard in the intro and the exit is available for download and use on all streaming, social media, and music platforms. Watch PNL Podcast every Tuesday at 5 p.m. Eastern on UPRN with our YouTube live chat watch party with your host, Jen Noseworthy, and a few BOG Team members. PNL Podcast believes in supporting local Newfoundland and Labrador culture, international paranormal networking, and highlighting global paranormal people, places, and things. Now, let's get on with the show tonight. I have with me from Sacred Serenity, I have Miss Gwen-Ann Croft. Welcome.
Thank you.
Hi, Gwen. Thanks for being on the show tonight.
Thanks for having me, my dear. I just love your platform and everything you're doing to bring awareness. You know, it's amazing. Thank you so much.
We got to support local. I'm all about supporting local. So tell me a little bit about Sacred Serenity. What got you involved with Sacred Serenity?
So, as far back as I can remember, like even just being a little girl, I've always just loved connecting with people, and helping in any way I could, at any capacity, basically that I could actually, do. And I've always wanted to have something that there was like everything under one roof. And community is so important, to me, like the connection. I feel as though just having somebody, see you for who you are, validate, your feelings, and having people and meeting people, and, you can resonate with people and it helps, elevate you. And, we're at the point now where we all need to get together and support each other. I mean, our city is, there's a lot going on. I
love your logo. You've got be unapologetically you. It's as normal as a cage. Freedom is your fire.
Exactly.
I love
that. And that's the thing. I always strive to be authentic. Be myself, because when people are around people who are authentic and speak their truth about even things that, people don't normally talk about, it lets them feel like, oh, okay, well, if she can talk about those things and I could probably do it, and it kind of creates a ripple. And I just I've always been into the metaphysics and healing, and I had a healing business. I'm a Reiki master, teacher, Rahani practitioner, integrated healing. I do like galactic and cosmic integrated healing, and I love doing those things and
Tell
helping
me a
people
little
that
bit
way.
about them. I know you've got crystal light therapy bed, correct?
Yeah, so the crystal light therapy bed I've had for a while. And when I brought it into the shop and plugged that little bad boy in, I'm telling you, the energy has amplified. It is so powerful. One of my staff members is kind of, I just began on her journey, right? And she never had energy work before. So I put her on for about 20, 30 minutes. And she came out and she said, "Oh my God, my soul like suspended on top of my body." And I was like, yeah, like that's the stuff that happens, if you're open to it.
So
But
it's all
there's a lot of healing that happens with it.
things, right, that you use with the crystals.
Yeah, it's really powerful. It's got the colors of the chakras and you align it to the chakras, but it's also blessed by different deities who have kind of stayed between the realms to help heal and rise up the level of consciousness, to help the planet shift as well. And I tell you, everybody who gets on that bed, it's a different experience, but people see, they feel, they smell things. It's powerful. And
Kind
I
of
have,
awakening, hey? And you've also got
it
a
is.
camera, right?
It's like epiphanies, you know?
Tell me about your aura camera.
Oh my God. So I went to Sedona. Well, I went to Arizona in the summer. So you tell me now I'm not a little bit cuckoo. It was like 47 degrees. And I said, I'm renting a car and I'm going to Sedona. So I went to Sedona, and everybody should put this on their bucket list because it is very powerful. But I went to this place and I already saw where I was going to go. It was called the Healing Light, and it had a heart with wings coming from it. And when I saw it, I was like, that's it. I got to go in there. So I went in and they had the aura camera. I was like, yeah, I got to do this. So I did it, and I'm telling you, it was dead on. And the report and everything. So when I said I was going to open the store and the community hub and the healing services,
I got to
I
back
was
you
definitely
up a
bringing that
little
in.
bit, Gwen.
Hmm?
You said you saw the wings. Now, for the people listening, I don't know if you mentioned that you also do remote viewing and astral projection.
Yes, yeah, yeah.
Did you want to explain that to the few people who don't know
Okay.
metaphysically what that is?
I will try my best to explain that. So, again, it goes back to when I was a little girl. I've always kind of had this. I don't like saying the word gift because we can all tap into it, We all have the innate ability. It's on a steep cellular level of remembrance that we can do those things. But I always found myself kind of like people would say you're daydreaming, but I wasn't. I was like literally off somewhere else. Like, and I know it sounds bizarre, but I get like another planet, and I'd be like, what the heck? I come back and I would always say, oh, my imagination, right? But as I got older and kind of learned a little more and did some research, I was like, oh my God, like I'm actually somewhere else. So you just kind of gotta suspend yourself, bring yourself to baseline, find whatever it is that relaxes you. That kind of is like a form of meditation. Like some people with walking, I know people who walk and it happens because they're at baseline, they're at ease, right? And you can go there. Um, and you can go to some pretty wild places. It's very interesting. And astral projection as well. Like it's kind of the same thing as tide, but you're kind of tethered with a cord. So remote viewing is, kind of going into another place and seeing what's around. And, it's like kind of like a scan. What it reminds me of is the virtual 3D that you put on, and you can kind of look around, but the astral projection is a little more further out, and for me, I'm tethered with a cord. And sometimes you're like, I know I gotta go back, but it's really interesting work, and I could do a whole podcast just talking
Do
about
you
that.
find it hard to want to come back after
Oh,
you're
100%,
doing that? You
100%.
know?
Especially if you're going through a lot of struggles in life, personally, and you get out of feeling those three-dimensional feelings of grief and pain and
Mhm.
all those lower dimensional feelings, but they're there for a reason. But sometimes, you go out there and it's just, there's none of that. It's bliss, it's joy, it's love, and you get out there and you're like, oh. I don't want to go back. And I see a shaman at least once a month, and she's constantly like pulling on my legs. Come back, get back here, Gwen. And it's just I'm an air sign too, so I just typically tend to be out there anyway, right? Yeah.
So you have
But
a lot of different modalities at your store, right? So it's not
yeah.
just a store, but you've got, you know, a safe space for everybody to do all kinds of different metaphysical things. What are some other metaphysical things that you offer at the store?
So I want to give a shout out to the beautiful people who've come on board with Sacred Serenity and have their own space there. Regina Wright is a shaman, and she has been over 30 odd years and has worked with so many powerful people who are well known, like Denise Lynn, Wayne Dyer. And she's traveled the world, and she's 73 years old, and she's
Oh,
coming
wow.
on board because she wants to help the community, and kudos to Regina. She holds space. This woman is powerful, and she is my go-to. I have been working with her for over 15 years. I mean, she has
Now,
helped
you
me
said she's
tremendously.
a shaman, correct?
Yep.
Can you tell me a little bit about her background with the shamanism?
Her shamanism mainly is in Peruvian. It's from Peru,
Okay.
and she uses the medicine wheel, calls
Hmm.
kind of in the elements and the directions. She does hold sacred space for people. Um, she's, oh God,
Nice.
Regina she's so powerful. Like, you're in her presence and you're like, this woman is not originally from this world. She is here to help elevate. Um, she is the healer of healers.
Now you
She
do
is,
a lot of events too, right?
oh
I
my
see
God.
recently you had your drum circle with Nadine Emberley and Karen Cook.
Yeah, the mother-daughter duo, and they are very powerful. Karen's also a shaman, and Nadine she has a business called Reiki on the Rock, and
Shout
she
out to
teaches kids
Nadine.
how to
And
do Reiki, and she's phenomenal, both of them. I mean, the love that is out there with the different practitioners and modalities, and everybody in the community can resonate with at least one, that would help elevate, because what I keep hearing when people come through the door is talk therapy, and I'm not saying that, some people it resonates with, some people it don't, but reliving it all and going through it, as opposed to having an energy modality done where you don't have to. It
right,
just bubbles up and you release, right?
yeah.
So,
And you've got
yeah.
other modalities. You got people doing tarot readings.
Yeah. So, yeah, Jessica, she
Shout out to
has the
Jessica
education.
from the BOG Team. Now, her
Yeah.
thesis was on the religion of tarot, which was really interesting. I've had her on the show a couple of times. You got to check her out in season 2 and season 3.
Yeah. Yeah. So when I first started, creating my merch and designing the logo and my custom apparel and stuff, I just kept seeing Jessica. I was like, yeah, she's the one. She's got the education behind it. She's got lots of experience, and she's got the way of getting the message across without having a certain body language or a tone, because that makes a huge difference when you're giving people advice. It could be a good thing or a detrimental thing. So, but Jessica just got it all. She's solid. She's baseline. She's always, calm. And
Yeah,
I love it.
she's
Mm.
very grounded.
Oh yeah, and I love being around her because it's like, yeah, Gwenny, you got to bring yourself back down again, girl.
Now, you recently had another event, I think. Did you want to talk about this one?
Was it? Oh my God, that girl, I might cry. That was the most powerful drum circle I ever attended, and it happened to be on my birthday, and we had the solar eclipse. We were coming out of the
That was
year
an
of,
interesting birthday.
like, oh, and it was amazing. The year of the snake, and we were coming into the fire horse with the
Our
Chinese New
horse.
Year.
Yep.
We had the new moon, the
Yes.
solar eclipse. We were coming into, we had Ramadan,
Lots of
Shiva.
celestial stuff, right? This
Yeah.
year.
And we also were coming into Lance. There was all these people around the world celebrating the same time. So the energy was just, and everybody was in unison. Everybody was in unison. And
Really high vibrations.
Oh my God. And I'm poor old Lawton's next door. I mean, I go over there and I'm like, I'm getting a bag of chips or a drink. And this woman, she's spiritual, and she looks at me, she's like, I heard you last night, Sacred Heart of God. What are y'all at? How many people did you have there? She said, we were vibrating over here, right?
Now, for the
And I
folks
said,
listening around the world, Newfoundland is very Irish, so you're going to hear a few
well,
accents coming out.
and that's the thing too. I'm from the Southern Shore.
Oh,
My
there you
relatives
go.
come right from Ireland, so
Oh,
when
love
I'm
it.
comfortable, the twang comes out, right?
What part of Adirondack the Bay are you from?
So Agafort, and now the people in
Did you
town, as
say
we say,
Aquafort?
yeah, well, it's yeah, we call it Agafort.
Oh my gosh, my family hails from there.
No,
Yeah.
okay, we'll talk.
We'll have to talk about that. Yeah.
Totally. Yeah, so and that's the thing too, growing up with this folklore and the mystery, and the pirates and the fairies, and it's kind of always been there,
Yes,
Um
100%. Like
it
you
is,
were
it's
talking
amazing.
about that, and I love this new tarot deck that you have with the Newfoundland twist
Did
on
you
it.
see it or hold it yet?
I want it. I saw
Girl,
it and I was like, I have to
it
go get it.
is
Please
it is
save me a
powerful.
pack. I want one. Put my name on it. I'll be
Oh,
there to
well,
get it.
okay, I'll put it aside for you. Not a problem.
Yeah.
The two girls, Leslie Ann and Marianne, they're very angelic. They're on that ray. They are, oh my goodness. I can't say enough great things about these people.
Keepers of the Light. Is that what they're
Yeah,
called?
so they have a group on Facebook if anybody wants to join, and it's called Keepers of the Light. And there's kind of just like little things to remind you of, your inner power, straighten your friggin' crown, remember who you are, and and it's a very light energy, and they are, oh my God. Yeah, when you're in their presence, you can feel it. They are
Love
very,
that.
very
And
kind.
I love
Yeah.
that you're bringing together the community, because we lost a store that we loved
Oh,
and really cherished so much. And now you're just bringing it back like full on and having everybody join. And it's so delightful to see, so many different people in the community getting in on this and
and
joining
that's what I
together.
love, is that, all these practitioners are coming forward, and they love, the idea of bringing the community together. And, and that's the whole thing about it, is letting people see the different modalities that are out there.
Mhm.
I'm in the process of trying to create a directory too, because I have a lot of people calling me and calling the store and asking about different things. So, I want to have that created. And the people who are coming in are, they're well, it's all different, all walks of life. It could be somebody who just wants to learn how to meditate, or, people who have been, spiritually on the path for 20, 30, 40 years. And every single person that comes through that door, I learn so much. That's, oh, it's so beautiful. It really is.
That's the great thing about community. You get
Yeah,
to
the
meet
connection,
so
right?
many
And
different people, right?
we're not meant to go through life alone. I mean, we're meant to be in groups. We're meant to be together,
100%.
support each other, elevate each other, and, you know, cheer each other on.
Yep. You do cleansing too, right? I think you'd
Oh yeah.
mentioned that.
Yeah. I can do that distantly, or come into the space and do it as well. I use a few different things when I do it, in physical. There's crystals, there's sound, um, a lot of things, and it depends on what kind of comes up there. What you're gonna have to do. So,
Yeah,
um,
you never know what you're going to run into
no,
here
you don't.
in Newfoundland and Labrador. We got
Yeah.
all kinds of ghosty spirits and stuff in the fog, don't we?
Yeah, yeah, and I think a lot of it has to do with the ley lines. We have a lot of powerful ley lines, which kind of act as portals as well. So there's a lot of energy coming from there, and earthbound spirits kind of stick around, and I like it. I have no problem with it,
I got to
right?
give a shout out to the BOG team, and Jessica is one of the mediums that we saw on there. And of course, we've got Justin and Mitch and Dan and Taylor, Jonathan, and Robert. He does all the merch, and he also does the music and the logos.
Nice.
So shout out to the BOG team. And yeah, I think you're going to be coming
I
out with
want
us
to be a
soon on
part
a
of
little
it.
investigation. So that
Yeah,
should
I'm
be
excited
fun.
about that. I've been telling everybody, I'm like,
Yeah,
oh my God. Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be fun.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, it's always fun to do a little investigation. You never know who you're going to meet or what kind of historical figures or people that you're
Exactly.
going to meet. I've been trying to do a little bit of my own tarot, but I'm on no level close to Jessica. I'd like to do
Yeah.
cat tarot. I'll
Sh-
let my cat choose the card and he kind of choose on whatever which one he wants, and then I just pull it out.
Oh my God, it's so funny that you put that up because I had so many like in the area where my store is located. There's a lot of Wiccan, like witches, and they
Oh,
come in, they're like, "You have no cat tarot," and I'm like, "Oh my God, I gotta get on that." So I like literally ordered in cat tarot, and they're all gone, like within a day.
really?
Oh my
Oh.
God, it's like the cat energy is so prominent right now with people. Um, and the Egyptian as well, like
Yeah.
Bastet from,
Oh,
yeah, it's people are just like gravitating
interesting.
to that. Yeah.
Interesting. Now,
Yeah.
your place is also safe space. I mentioned that earlier, and PNL and BOG is certified under Safe Space Alliance. So, and that's our Facebook group, not the page. You go to the group. Now, do you have some other modalities that you wanted to talk to? I'm going to throw a picture up now for the people who are watching. And I know for the people who are listening, Newfoundland is way out in the Atlantic on the East Coast. We even got our own time zone. And here we are, look, out in St. John's, as further east as you can get.
Yeah.
We're
Yeah.
way out there.
We really are. We're way
Yeah.
out there and up there.
That's right. And camping, we do all kinds of stuff on the weekends for camping. What kind of stuff, metaphysical stuff, do you think people are doing on the weekend besides bonfires and that?
I know a lot of people who have, they kind of do ritual. Um, and I'm guided to talk about this because it was something that I didn't even really realize. But looking up when you were born, the moon phase,
Ah,
what it was,
mm-hmm.
actually can be more powerful than the new moon and the full moon. It is your time to manifest and let go. And writing it down, like getting it out and putting it on paper, like that energy just amplifies it so much. Yeah, and
Astrology.
I've
Do
kind
you
of been
have
doing that.
some people there or yourself that do the astrology?
Yeah, so I'm glad you brought that up. I had a lady come into the store and I just felt really drawn to her. And she looked at me and she's like, "You're really connected to the Galactics." I was like, "Girl, they're my jam. Like that's how I roll." And she was like, "Oh, so do you know what your like most of your life, your soul's life has been?" And I was like, "I'm Octarian girl." She was like, "Me too." And then she whips out her phone and she started talking about this modality called Galactic Astrology
Okay.
101. And it actually shows you what your first spark was, what your first incarnation is.
Wow.
And it was validation for me. What came up, Octarian. I was just like, dang, girl.
For the
So
folks
I'm,
listening, Gwen-Ann, when you say Octarian, because there's several different ones, right? Because
mhm.
you're connected to, we talked about the remote viewing and the astral projection and the tethering and all that kind of stuff. But tell me about all the differences. Like for the people listening, maybe you can explain a little bit about the Octarians.
So the Octarians are very much all about the elevation of consciousness on this planet and helping the planet itself shift out of this lower frequency that we're in. I mean, we all know these old systems are not working anymore. It's time for change. We're in the age of Aquarius and they're coming in full force. And lots of other different types of galactics like the Palladians and the Avians and Lyrians and girl, that's another podcast. But
There's
yeah, so they are all about healing. They're all about and energetically, it's almost like it's a science for them and they're very high tech and but it's all hands on. And they don't care who you are or what you are. If you're open, they'll pop in, girl, and they will it takes like a couple of seconds with them and there's no absolute no like hatred or negativity. It's all just beautiful light. And they are on the ray of the blue ray, which is all about healing and connected to the third eye of self-awareness. Um, and I guess that's probably why I absolutely love seeing people elevate and be self-aware. And I know to some people this is gonna be like, man, she is freaking cuckoo. But
No, not
I
at
am
all.
authentic, and it's just speaking your truth, I find,
You
regardless
know,
of what people think or say.
elevation and all the different modalities that we're talking about, it all kind of goes back to meditation, right?
Yes.
When we
Yep.
say grounded, we mean literally grounded. Get outside, let the stress of the rat race go. Go look at
Yes.
some butterflies, just ground
Oh
yourself
my
somehow,
God.
right?
And see, just even observing the people around you and being aware, you know, there's so many things you can do to just bring yourself into being in the moment and being present. Um, there's a lot of things. One of
Yeah,
them
like
that I actually
camping,
love and I do a lot of
May
is
24th
being aware of
camping.
eating.
Oh, yeah. Like, do you mean clean eating or just,
Like eating your food and being like chewing it slowly, feeling the
yes, because
texture.
if you're a dog, you just go and you don't
Yeah.
even chew it.
Now,
You just
girl, I'm
grab
telling you,
it.
sometimes I'm like the dog. I'm not gonna lie. I loves me God. But I do. I love it. I love cooking. I love bringing people together and hosting, dinners and it's just it's something I love and tasting the food and taking the time to appreciate it. It's just there's so many things if you take a step back and realize, we really are blessed to be alive and to experience what we're experiencing. Um,
True.
yeah, Earth is a school. We're here to learn, and anybody that's on this planet right now is here for a reason. It's a learning time. It's time to amp up our game. Elevate, man. Elevate or repeat. Elevate or repeat.
Tell me a little bit more about Rahini.
Rahani? So
Rahani. I
Rahani
said,
came to Carol Stacey. She is from the UK. And she was shown, and her story is phenomenal. If you want to look her up, Carol Stacey and just Rahani. It's a fifth dimensional healing modality where you channel the angels, the archangels, and there are several different deities, like Melchizedek is one, Philos, he's my main man. He loves to have a laugh. He's all about laughter, and that's how he elevates. Kuan Yin, um, who else? They're kind of the main ones, and then the rest is like Archangel Michael, Shamuel, Raphael. And I mean, it's just beautiful energy that comes through. It's gentle, but it's also abrupt. It brings everything right to the surface.
kind of
Uh,
like you said, celestial healing, right?
it is, yeah. It's very much like celestial. Um, and the thing is, there's a different vibe between the angelics and the galactics. Um, how would I explain this? The angelics come in as this like soft, gentle. The galactics are like science, if that makes sense. It's kind of on
Hmm.
a different, it's logical, but it's also metaphysical. And the angelics are just like, love. Let's pour the love, right?
Yeah, it's definitely about like clearing the negativity and the
Yeah.
fear-based thoughts and emotional trauma. And you were saying you touched on that a little bit earlier, how community is important because we do have unfortunately a lot of issues here in Newfoundland and
Yeah.
Labrador.
I worked in nonprofit for several years at very different, a lot of different nonprofits, like the Gathering Place, Connections for Seniors, Stella's Circle, and I have seen our most vulnerable population, and I have seen it all. I can tell you, and we are only as good as our most vulnerable, and we have a lot of work to do. We
That's
really
right.
do. And it's time. I mean, it's time for us to come together. And I'm to the point, I was sick and tired of complaining about the way things were, so I'm trying to do something about it. And God damn it, I'm sorry, that was not meant to say, but it's passion. But the
Well, there's
point
so many
is,
people in the community that do things like crafts and all kinds of
yes,
different modalities to come
you can
together. And
express yourself through many
yes,
ways. Yeah.
exactly. Like this is from a Newfoundland person who does beach art, and I've got one of them behind me and another one out in the front. But yeah, I mean, even just little things like that to bring people together, right? And
Yes, and
share their
it
gift.
goes back to nature and connection, right?
Yes,
Mm. And we got
agreed.
to talk about you, what you create, because I have local artisans selling through the store.
Oh, you know
Um,
what? You know, it's funny you mentioned that because just as soon as you said that, I have this on the screen. So this logo was created by Kyle Callahan, and he's a local artist, and you'll see him at a lot of different places like Sci-Fi on the Rock.
I heard
You
about
know,
him the other day. His name
yeah,
came up.
he's awesome. And I know we have a lot of other logos that, like I mentioned before, that were done by artist Robert Dumont. So when you go over and look at T-Public, you can basically choose whatever logo you want and throw it on whatever you want because we have so many different things. Oh my gosh, pillows and socks and you name it, we got it. And
Love
you've
it.
got,
I'm in the same boat. I like creating is just, it's amazing.
yeah, I gotta
Uh,
bring some of the merch over to your store.
I'd love for you to have some there. I would absolutely, yeah, I'd even love to create like a nice, I'm seeing like a landscape view and putting the logo in and amping it up, like have a nice display, right? And
That's the thing
yeah,
about digital art. It's so fun. There's so many different, logos and stuff that you can make and do
yeah,
stuff with, right?
yeah, 100%. And
Now,
um
I forgot to mention that you're also in marketing. You've got a degree in that.
yeah, so I have and psychology as well. So it's interesting when I opened a store, all the practitioners coming in, collaborating, and wanting to do events, and they're like, "I just have no presence online." I'm like, "Girl, I got you." And the funny thing is, I set this company up before I even opened Sacred Serenity because I knew this is what was going to help me, like with the interest and the payments and stuff to keep this afloat. It's called Glow and Grow Co. And it's just anything you need. I mean, if you're looking for something, tarot cards, if you're looking for a custom apparel, even gaming profiles, tattoo designs, enhance your resume, cover letters, posters, online advertising, logos, business cards, you name it. If you need it created, absolutely love it. I use my intuition, what kind of vibe you want to give out and how you want to be seen. I just love capturing that and putting it out there and seeing local businesses go like it's amazing. Yeah, I've been in sales in the corporate world too, right? So yeah, it's quite amazing. It's quite amazing to see just a little switch in a logo or the time that you post it. It makes a huge difference as well.
That's the ghost trying to call me, Gwen.
Oh my gosh. Who is it?
I don't know. I think it was my ghost of my kitty cat passed. Now,
Oh,
tell me a little bit more about some of the events. What if somebody wanted to join Sacred Serenity or
yeah.
do like host an event or something like that? Like, what do they have to do?
Basically, you mean you could call the store, you can message on the Facebook page on Sacred Serenity. Um, and yeah, we'll set up a time, we can sit down, chat, what you can bring to the community. And everybody has different ways of doing it, and some people like to do it free. Some people like to have like a small amount charged. I'm also having Jessica's doing a workshop.
Oh, nice.
Oh
Okay.
yeah, it's going to be like teaching people how to learn the history of the tarot and how to read them and
Okay.
how to do it. Yeah.
Nice.
I have a couple of those coming up, and next Thursday, I want to give a shout out Tina Pomeroy of Going Home. She is having a free event for perimenopause and menopause, and
Okay, there you
talking about
go.
how to navigate it emotionally, mentally, and coming to the equilibrium. And there's different ways you can do that with breath work. And yeah, she's phenomenal. Oh
Yeah,
my
there's a lot
God.
of us ladies here in Newfoundland and Labrador that could use that, right?
Girl, I'm going to be sitting front row for that one. Yeah, tropical
You're funny.
moments.
Do you ever do any unboxing online?
Do any what? Sorry?
Unboxing. Like I've got this thing here. Let's see. Here it is. Mindful Souls. I don't know if you ever got
Oh,
that box before.
yes.
Oh my gosh, it's so much fun. There's so many things in it. So it comes with that box in the mail, and then when you
Yeah.
open it, you get the cards, right? And then it kind of explains what's in each item,
Oh,
like
good,
what's in it.
good.
So actually, I was gonna pull a few things and take a look and see what we got, because it's like Easter. You're like,
I know.
what do I get? What did I get?
I love it.
Oh, here we go. Okay, so we got a stone, and
Ooh.
I think that it's a healing quartz palm stone. So it's for the chakra of the crown and the heart.
Yeah.
And that's for the element of water. How do you recharge your crystals when you have
It depends on, for me, it depends on what's going on astrologically and the energy that's around, and like the seismic activity in the planet, how the Schumann resonance is reacting. But I love just intention, and I have designed channeled activations and clearings cosmically, and I use those as well. Um,
Okay.
and I like to run stuff underwater. There's something powerful about that.
Yes. I've heard
After having a
people.
bad day, getting a shower and just washing it all away. It's
Yes. There
yeah.
is something about water for energy, because when we're talking to spirit, we'll say, hey, go over to the water and use the water for energy. Like, don't use my body energy, but go over there and use that. And
Yes.
here's another one. It's a ronadite, and that's
Oh,
for
I love
the
rhodonite.
heart and the root and earth. You can't really see right now. It's kind of sparkly, but just so many different things that you get. What are other things that you have in your store that people tend to gravitate towards?
I've been working with crystals for a very long time, doing energy healing, and the crystals I ordered when I first opened, I'm telling you, 80% of them I didn't have a freaking clue what they were.
The
I actually had to
crystal?
Google them,
Did you?
and they're almost sold out now. I did I call them like crystal loot bags. Come grab a vibe, crystal loot
Loop bag.
bags. You can get 10 for $20.
Here's another one.
Oh, hematite or
It's
obsidian?
on there. It's called, let's see,
Can't
I'm
see
going to
it.
turn my phone on. It's not very big there, is it? This one is, oh my gosh, it's a garnet bracelet. Oh, it's for
Oh, now I can see
sacral
it.
root and for fire, creative energy and passion.
Beautiful.
But now,
Beautiful.
where do you get like your jewelry and stuff like that from? Is it from local artisan?
Well, I'm getting a lot of local artisans. These earrings I have in actually is
Nice.
indigenous. She's Mohawk from Quebec, but she's living here. She makes moccasins, and
Ooh,
we're in the
moccasins.
process of getting her products in the store. Oh, I gotta bring it in.
Hold on, I gotta take this
Look
off
at
stage.
that.
I want to see. Oh,
And it
wow.
has it's absolutely stunning.
I
It's
love
blue,
that.
it's gold, and I just feel like a queen wearing them.
I love them.
Yeah,
Ooh,
and
some
she's a
sage.
very nice woman.
Do you carry sage at your place too?
Sage, I have so many different types of clearing. I have smoke clearing, so I have sage, I have Palo Santo, I have mango wood, which
Oh,
is
cool.
from India, and it is powerful.
Yeah, the Palo
I
Santo is
have,
my favorite. Now,
oh,
dragon blood is good too. This one
I
actually
love
is
that.
dragon blood.
Yeah, I have a lot of
Ooh, that's
incense.
good.
So Indian hand rolled. I have, my dear, I have sprays that are like with Palo Santo and sandalwood. I ordered them and none of them made it to the store because I used them all. I am the
Oh my
worst
God, that's so
person
funny.
in the
I
world. Like,
love all the
how am I
Palo
going to make
Santo
money?
stuff.
I'm keeping everything. I'm just like, that's for me. That's for me. That's for me. And my staff are like, Gwen, like, what are you doing? I'm like, like I paid for it. So like, I'm gonna keep it. And they're like, but you're
You're so
anyways.
funny.
Oh, it's so bad. It's so
Oh, this
bad.
one came with a necklace, a red jasper necklace. That's for the
That
root and
is
sacral
potent.
too. Yeah, all
That
kinds of
is
stuff.
that is almost Aztec, like Mayan.
It kind of is, right? But you know what I do with all this stuff? I salt it before I use any of it. Like I'll
Ah,
put it overnight, I'll salt it, and then the next day I'll rinse it in water. There's that sacred
nice.
stuff again, water.
Right?
Yeah.
Gotta love it.
Now
I
the
do love it.
moccasins, tell me more about that. Oh my God.
Yeah, so it's called I helped create her logo. Oh my Lord.
I want in on the moccasin. Is she
Oh yeah,
selling them
and
at your
she can
store?
do the moccasins with like just the flat ones, or she can do the soles like with a little arch,
Ooh.
you know. Um, and her beading is just
I love all that stuff. I used to have a jacket when I was a kid of like, authentic one with the beading and the stuff on the hood.
my God, I have one in my closet and I
Do you
love it.
really?
I do, and it's pink
Oh,
and
bring it
it's
out. You got to
okay.
show the folks
I'm gonna
because,
grab just a couple
this
of
is our
things.
culture we're talking about. Because now, while she's gone to get it, Newfoundland is called NL, Newfoundland and Labrador. Now, Labrador, we have a lot of Indigenous people there and,
Yes.
and here in Newfoundland, but what she's gone to get is very local culture. She's going to show us one of the jackets that local folks like to make with the beading and stuff like that. It's pretty awesome. You're going to love it.
Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I'm loving it. Okay, I got some really good stuff here, guys.
That sounds like McDonald's.
I know, like where did that come from?
I can hear in the background. I'm going to throw Newfoundland and Labrador up on the stage here. So this is what we're talking about. Newfoundland and Labrador. You got Buddy there with the codfish. You got a puffin. That's our bird. And we're a fishing community. So you see our dory here in front of Leafs. A lot of folks here love the Leafs. And there's a Newfoundland dog. And there's a big old moose. And we got all kinds of other stuff that you associate with Newfoundland and Labrador. Oh, did you find the jacket?
Oh my God, okay.
Oh,
So
yeah,
are you
hold it
ready to
up,
see
girl.
this?
Yes.
So this is oh my God, I'm obsessed. I just love Indigenous because I have background in Indigenous, but can't prove it. Oh, just look at the
Nice.
beading,
Beautiful.
right?
Ooh,
And the
intricate.
sleeves. Oh,
Oh my gosh. I love
right?
it.
It's like a retro Indigenous blazer. I'm like all
Love
about
that. Now, a lot of the markets and things that you go to here in Newfoundland and Labrador, if you come here for tourism, you're going to see stuff like that here.
it. Yes.
And
Yeah.
my mermaid just jumped off of the desk at me, which is strange. So maybe it wants to be seen, but there you go.
Mermaid. Oh, I love the mermaids.
Yeah.
I wanted to show.
I don't know what that was all about. When you showed me that, my cat ball went off and the mermaid jumped off the
Well,
side
sure,
of the
we
window.
couldn't even get started.
No, I know, right?
I had
Yeah.
to show this because
What's that?
Ugh. it's the Egyptian goddess Isis,
Oh,
and it's got amethyst, chevron amethyst in the top, so the quartz amplifies the amethyst properties, and then it has.
is that your wand?
Oh my God, it's my
Oh my
wand.
gosh, my aunt made me a wand for our wedding, and we actually brought the wands with us. We were at the Luxor, I want to say, but you would love the Lux.
I've been to the Lux.
Did you like it?
Oh my God, I didn't want to leave.
Really
Oh my God.
interesting place, wasn't it?
Oh, the Egyptian. Yeah, I resonate really strongly with the Egyptian energy.
On your bucket list, I guess, is it? Or have you
It's
remote
going to be on my
traveled
bucket
there?
list. Yeah, I
Have
mean,
you tried to remote view there or astral travel there?
yes, yeah.
And where did you end up?
I went in, and I don't know, honestly. I was guided there. I don't know which tomb it was or a pyramid, but it went down really, 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 really deep. And the actual like architecture of it was down like really, really, really. It was still like it just looked like brand new, untouched.
There's a
And
lot of stuff underground that we still haven't found.
yeah, there is a lot. We have no idea. Like the stuff that is there,
Kind of like the ocean, right? We've only seen a certain portion of it.
Exactly. Yeah, exactly. And there's no way. I mean, we can't get down to the bottom of the bottom of the bottom. Not yet, anyway.
Now, tell me about some of the other modalities and stuff that you're working on. I think you were working on something for men empowerment. Now,
Yeah, so,
yeah,
oh my God, this one is just so close to my heart. Working on the front lines, in nonprofit and at the homeless shelters, I always, the guys would just resonate and come to me and open up, and a lot of people that I have known, like men, the past few months are, you got to do a reading. I need to find out about this. I need help with this. And I keep telling them, guys, it's more than a reading. It's reprogramming. So I have a group of men that have kind of come to me, and I'm telling you, they range from 19 to 55. A lot of them are younger. They are wanting to know how to shift. They want to know how to not react and emotionally regulate. They haven't been told, and even if they have been told, they're ridiculed if they are showing vulnerability. They're, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. You can't be vulnerable. So, um, all the guys, I have about 7 or 8, and we get together and we collaborate on how we want the group to flow. It's going to be Wednesday nights, starting 6:30 at the store at Sacred Serenity, 12 Glenier. Anybody who's interested, everybody is welcome. I don't care, and we don't care what your background is. If you just walked out of jail, I don't care. There's no judgment. If you are looking to better yourself, you are welcome here. You want support, you're welcome here. And the guys are pretty much running the group. I mean, they are all stepping forward, and they're co-hosting. They're going to talk about topics that, the first one is going to be vulnerability, by Otto. And he's never done public speaking. And this guy is sober now about 2.5 months. And he has come a long way. And then there's other topics that guys want to speak on: addictions and trauma and homelessness. And it's all walks of life. And it's absolutely beautiful to see. But all my life, it's always been, Gwen and the boys. I
Gwen and the boys.
always, Gwen and the boys. And it's funny, I think sometimes, because I do have the younger guys over, if they're struggling, come over and have a chat, cup of tea. And I'm telling you, my neighbors look at me and they must be like, oh, she's a cougar. Like, what's on to go over there, right? I don't care. It is what it is. But it's all about being seen. It's a brotherhood. It's supporting each other and being able to talk about things that you normally wouldn't be able to talk about, and opening the floor for other people to talk about that topic. And then at the end, we integrate the tools that they found useful, for what they were going through with that specific topic, like with vulnerability. And I am going to speak about the things that I found helpful working on the front line in mental health and counseling and stuff like that, right? And everybody's going to go away with a resource, and there's no cost. You come, you sit. If you don't want to talk, you don't have to. If you want
And
to
that's a
observe, you
great
can.
community resource, for
Yeah, and
Newfoundland
there's
and
nothing
Labrador.
there for men. I mean, and I'm all about feminine energy rising, and we've had our circles, we've had our gatherings outside of being with men, but now the men they're struggling, and they want to rise, and they need the feminine energy in some way, that's a little bit of nurturing support to help, move along. And I've just been guided to do it, and it's really close to my heart. And I have some very passionate guys who are like, they're taking it all on. I'm like, this is for you. Like, this is not my group. Like, this is for you. And I want to see it succeed. And Eastern Health wants the information, and a couple of other doctors and people who are in counseling want the information, because there is nothing out there for men to be in that space.
And it's good to have something like that for the community that they
Yes.
can avail of. And especially free items, because they're not easy to come by, are they?
Well, and this is the thing too. I mean, the economy is just
right? Yeah, kind of
Mm.
next level. So, do you want to? Let me see. If I take this off, I can throw on the screen your link tree. But let's see
I
here.
don't have everything up there.
While we're doing that, did you want to talk a little bit about, I guess, May 24? What do you do out around the bay for
Oh
May
my
24
God. If
in your
I have the opportunity, I've been hustling, girl. I'm talking 140 hours a week, 150 hours a week for the past few months. I'm trying to get things off the list. It kind of just, I wasn't expecting the community side to kind of blow up as much as it did, right? And it's a lot for one person. I mean, trying to bring the community together, one person doing it. So I have a lot of people who have been reaching out and they're volunteering and they want to be a part of it. And it's beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. So, I have a team, I have community. And if anybody wants to be a part of it and have ideas and think, there's something that would work and, I'm all over it. Collective collaboration is just, I love it. Bouncing ideas. But I have,
you can find Nadine and I'm Nadine. You can find Gwen-Ann Croft at Sacred Serenity on her link tree. And her link tree is Sacred Serenity 488888, and that's where
88.
you can find her. And it looks like you've got Facebook listed there. Are you
Yes.
also on Insta or TikTok or just Facebook right now?
Yeah, I'm still trying to get to that. Everything is kind of snowballed for me, and
Yeah, because you're literally, I mean, this store is a brand new baby.
yeah,
So
she is a baby. She is a baby, and
she's growing
she's taken
very
off
fast.
pretty quick.
Yes.
Mm.
Yeah, your
And
tree is
I'm
going to
very
be,
grateful for that.
yeah, you got lots of branches coming soon on your tree, and that's great. So
Yeah.
we're going to look forward to those. And for the people reaching out, is there anything else that you want to say to the folks of Newfoundland and Labrador, or people maybe visiting here during the May 24 weekend, tourism, anything you'd like to say to those folks?
I would just say, come if you're touring, a tourist, come to Newfoundland. Walk down the streets of George Street downtown St. John's. I mean, it's the oldest part of Canada. I mean, we used to have cobblestones. Um, there's an energy there, and you'll feel the connection of community for sure. I mean, someone will walk up to you and be like, "You're not from around here, are you, boy? You want to come over for supper? Come on, boy. I'm having a bit of jigs on Sunday, right?" And it's just like people who come and they just want to keep coming back because of the authenticity and the need and the love and want for the connection of community. Like it's an island mentality, Um, and I would just like to say, the only constant in life is change. If you're feeling sad and you're feeling those lower negative feelings, they're going to move through, you know, everything does. Just know that and try not to lose hope. And if you need to talk, reach out to Sacred Serenity. That's what we're here for. We are all about helping each other and supporting and learning from each other. I can learn from you. You can learn from me. It's all about connection and growth and support because we need it right now. We really, really do.
Gwen, I want to thank you so much for being on Paranormal NL Podcast and telling everybody internationally all about Sacred Serenity and talking about your new Sacred Serenity store here in Newfoundland and Labrador and St. John's. And is there anything that you'd like to say to your followers?
I just want to say I have learned, and I might cry, so much from this experience and the love that has come through those doors and the support. Just, it just shows what we have in our community to help people. There's so many practitioners and just people in the community who want to help and want to be a part of a bigger connection. And it's just, there's too much love for my heart to hold. So I just go around spreading it everywhere because I can't hold on to it.
I love that.
And it's just eye-opening to see. And yeah, I can't put it in words, but there is a lot of love in our city, even though we might not see it and feel it at times. There is. There really, really is. And I just want people to walk in and know, you are seen and you are loved and you matter. And if you don't have a job, I mean, I can't pay everybody right now, but if you want to help out, I got you, in some way, shape, or form. But if you want to do something and help out to help the community, message me, call me. You want to sell your products in the store, you're a local artisan, message me. If you want to have an event, message me. And if you just want to have a chat, just a chat and a hug. So I love hugs.
Well, thanks again so much, Gwen, for being on the show and talking about Sacred Serenity and sharing all of your gifts and your new store's gift for Newfoundland and Labrador. So I'm going to leave now with some peppy dance music from the BOG team. So here we go. I hope everybody has a great long weekend, extended long 2-4 weekend. And thanks again for listening in on UPRN, United Public Radio Network, 107.7 FM in New Orleans and 105.3 FM on the Go.